No, sorry, not 0.4%. Let's say I want to change 4% to decimal. How would I do it? 0.04. Right now it's so again 4% simply means the same as 4 over 100. So that's 0.04, right? 0.04. Well, let's see a couple of examples. Say if I have 0.42. 0.42 would be the same as
42%.
It would be the same as, what you do is just multiply by 100, okay?
Yeah.
So if I want to convert this to a percent, all I have to say is 42%.
Or just move it.
Yeah, if multiplying by 100 means you move the decimal point 2 places now to the right, you do the opposite. So how about 0.27? That's the same as 27%, right? How about if I have 4.89? What is that?
40.
489%. Okay, 9%. How about 25?
250. 2,500.
Okay, 2,500. Okay, again, the idea is that you move the decimal point 2 units to the right. Change each percent. Change each percent to a fraction in lowest terms. In lowest terms. Okay, let's say that my first example is 19%. So what is 19%? 19 over 100. And can I reduce it? Is 19 a prime number?
2. No. Yeah.
Is 19 divisible by anything?
Yeah, 2.
Is really?
Like it would be 9.5.
I mean, when divisible, I mean you want to get a whole number.
No.
19 is not divisible by, so this is in lowest terms. This is a fraction already in lowest terms. Okay? 19 does not divide 100 either. So I cannot reduce this fraction. Okay? So second example, 45%. Okay, 45% would mean 45 divided by 100. Now note that 45 is divisible by 5, so let's divide 45 by 5. I get 9. 9. If I divide 100 by 5, 20. And I cannot reduce anymore, so this is 9 over 20. Is that making sense? How do I know it's not reducible anymore? Because 9 is only divisible by 3 or 9, and 20 is not divisible by 3 or 9. Okay. Another one, 36%. 36% is the same as 36 over 100, which is the same as what? Let's divide by 4. If I divide 36 by 4, I get 9. If I divide 100 by 4, I get 25. Once again, I don't have. This is it. This is the lowest terms. Okay, let's do one last one. What if I have 32.5%? Note that this is a mixed fraction, right? 32.5%. Well, still it's the same as 32.5 divided by 100, right? Well, the mixed fraction, we can make it a fraction, right? What is that? 65? 65 divided by 2, and the whole thing over 100, right? Now 100, you should view that as 100 over 1, right?
Yeah.
So this is 65 divided by 2 multiplied with
100.
1 over 100.
Can we do it like?
Oh, hold on a second. Okay, now we are going to reduce it, right? So 65 divided by 5 is 13. And 100 divided by 5
20.
is 20. So what do I have then? 13 over
13 over 40.
40. So in this case, I am getting this answer. Here's the next question. Write each fraction as a percent. Write each fraction as a percent. Now we know that if I have a decimal, I know very easily how to convert it to a percent, right? If I have a decimal number, all I have to do is move the decimal point to the right. So if I have the fraction, let's say 7/10, well, right away I can see that I can write it as a decimal number. What is that? 0.7? Well, if I want to write it as a percent, what should I do? So you move it 2 units,
So 70.
2 units to the right, so you get 70%. Okay. Another one. How about I have 3/8? How about I have 3/8? Well, let's write it as a decimal number. Once I write it as a decimal number, then I can easily do it. Okay. Now there are. Let's see. I can do long division here. Okay. But I have a easier trick only for this example, okay? This is the same as 3/2 times 1/4, right? Because if I multiply the denominators, I still get 8. 3.5 is what? 1.5? 3.5 is 1.5. So that times 1/4. So this multiplied with 1/4, right? And 1/4, I'm going to multiply this by 1.5, and this would be 25 divided by 100. Okay. Yeah. So what is 1.5 times 25? 5 times 25 is 125, so I get a 12. 25 times 1 is 25. 25 plus 12. What is 25 plus 25 plus 12? 27, 37. And then there is a decimal point, right? 1 unit. So I put 1 unit right here, divided by 100, and that's the same as 0.375, right? Everybody's okay? But, okay, so this is a way that's not going to work out all the time, or it's hard to work it out all the time. So we are going to do it by using long division, okay? So here's I have 3/8. So I'm just going to divide 3 by 8. Divide 3 by 8. So here is the decimal point, and I put the decimal point right above it. So after the decimal point, I can pick a 0. How many times 8 goes into 30? 3 times? 3 times 8 is 24. When I subtract, I get a 6, right? I put a 0, bring down a 0. 60. How many times 8 goes into 60? 7 times 8 is 56. Divide, subtract, I get a 4. I'm going to bring down a 0 again. 40. And 40, I get a 5 and gives me 40 and no remainders. Okay? So this means that 3/8 is the same as 0.375. Well, that's the same as what?
37.75%.
37.5%, right? Everybody's okay? So this is my answer though, right? This is what I was looking for. I was trying to convert 3/8 to a percent. Okay? All right. So remember, percent is really a fraction. One more like this, number 3. Suppose I have 5/12. I want to convert it to a percent again. So divide 5 by 12. Now I have a decimal point. I'm going to put the decimal point right above it. I'm going to pick a 0 here, and then 12 goes into 50 how many times?
4.
It's 48. Subtract, I get a 2.
2.
Put a 0 here, bring down a 0.
1.
1. 12 times 1 is 12.
6. 6.
6. Put a 0, bring down a 0.
Not 6. Exactly.
What's that?
8. No.
Oh, this is 8, yeah. This thing is 8. So this is 8. Now how many times 12 goes into 80?
Maybe
6.
5 times or 6 times.
So this is 6 times 12 is what? 70.